Welcome everybody to another session of Open the Flat, man. Wish everybody like the video, subscribe. We need it. I need it. Everybody come in here, get your updated Commander news throughout the week. The preview of the upcoming week against Seattle, and every week preview and aftermath for what happened. Get my opinion on, what they need to do to beat games every week, what they need to do to, change our games every week. It was tough week for us last week. We did our thing. So like and subscribe and just check in on me. But first thing I want to do is talk about the Wizards. The Wizards came in, they played big tonight. They won their game tonight, 132, 116. They beat Charlotte. Kyle Kuzma showed out. He got 31 minutes. He went 13 to 24 from the floor, 4 for 11 from three-point land for 33 points. He showed out hard. Poole came in and gave us 20 minutes. He struggled a little bit from the floor, 3 of 12 for 11 points. But, the Wizards needed this win. This win was huge because they were struggling. Their record was 1-5. They was 0-4. They 0-4 away. Well, now they 1-4 away, and they needed this win. They needed to come out there, show some heart, show everybody that they not gonna get walked over. And now they showed out. So we look forward to them to continue this momentum. I know they don't have a lot of people on their team that's gonna ball out every week, but they got enough people that could make games interesting. So I look forward for them to play hard, give it all they got. So I just want to say, give it up for the Wizards for winning their second game this year. Their record moved up to 2-5, and hopefully we continue to watch them do big things. Big things. Come to you guys a little bit earlier this week. My wife's birthday is tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to end up spending some time with the family, so she can enjoy her special day. So I want to give you guys a quick little update about the Commanders and everything they're going to have to do to lead up to this week against the Seattle Seahawks. But before going into that, I got another YouTube channel, DC Mark 202. That's what my family channel. That's where you see my wife and I. We go out, do our thing on some of our vacations. We just show a little quick videos. Some of my gaming videos are on that channel too, where I play Steam. I play everything, man. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just bought this new game called War Rights. Man, it's a Civil War game. Man, it's just nice. I know it's been out for a minute, about 4 or 5 years, but I just got hooked on to it and just out there, been playing it to death. So that's what I do on this second channel. That's more like a game, a fun family / gaming channel. So go to DC Mark 202, subscribe, like some of the videos on there. I got a little bit more content on that. And over here is my sports content where we talk about all DC sports, the Commanders, the Wizards, the Nationals, Capitals, everything. So it's NFL Week 10. Commanders go on the road again this week after the win against the Patriots, the close win, which shouldn't have been close. They got to go on the road to the 12th man up there, all the way in the far west corner of the United States, up there in Washington State, where they have to play the Seahawks. Seahawks coming off a very, very embarrassing loss to the Ravens last week. I think the score was like 33-10. The Ravens put the thing on them bad. They lost. They got their heads down. I believe Seattle is maybe like 5-3 or something like that. I think they 5-3. They struggling. They not struggling, but they struggled last week. And you know, it is what it is. We got going there. Yeah, they 5-3. We coming to their home. We 4-5. We're desperately trying to claw back into the season, get to 500, and it's gonna be rough, man. That's gonna be a rough game. That's gonna be a rough game. Um, Seattle got some stuff going on out there where they trying to do what they have to do. Trying to do what they got to do. They still in the playoff hunt and fighting in that NFC West. They got to stay in the West. If they want anything, they got to stay in there. They got the 49ers over there right now. Shit, they might be, yeah, they tie for first place. I think the 49ers 5-3 over there too. Who else in the division? The Rams, sorry. Who else? Seahawks, 49ers, Rams. Who am I missing? Arizona. Arizona still a little struggling a little bit. So they still they up there with the 49ers, still fighting for first place, trying to get their grip on, what they can do. They got Geno Smith. He out there, he 165 or 253 completions. He got 1,802 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. From the look of things, just by looking at those stats, it seemed like he's struggling, but he's not getting the ball down. They're not gaining a lot of yardage throughout the game passing. They doing pretty good because Sam Howell got 2,400, 2,471. We've been throwing the ball like crazy, so Geno might just fit right where it need to. Seattle got Walker's running the ball, 126 carries, 532 yards, 6 touchdowns. Look like they are more of a run happy offense. Pound the ball. I haven't really watched Seattle play any of this year. I didn't even watch the Ravens game. I was so hooked on our game last week against the Patriots that I didn't even really pay too much attention to the Seahawks. You got DK Metcalf, got 28 balls for 454 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he been getting yards. He might not have a lot of catches, only 28 catches for 4, but he been getting the yards, and that might be yak yards or yards after the catch. So, he averaging 16 yards a catch. So we gotta see what they could do. This is a big game for us. NFC game, a game that you must win if you want to be competitive in this playoff race. And I don't even want to say playoff race because I don't even want to even talk too early. If you just want to be competitive, period, you gotta win these games. And I've been saying it when we play the Bears. I said it when we play the Giants, Eagles. These games matter because when it comes down, they start counting late in the year when they start counting wins and losses and who you beat, who they beat. These games matter. And the Commanders need to come out here and play. They need to show that, hey, this is what we need to do and compete. And look, Seattle is 3-1 at home. They 5-3, 0-1. They 3-1 at home. They've been playing. They've been balling out up there in the 12th man stadium. So it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be a lot of noise, and it's gonna be tough. Can Sam Howell hold up? Can he hold up in that tough environment and move the offense, throw the ball? I think he can. I think he went up to the New England last week and he proved that. He proved that he can play. He proved that he go out there, he could do his thing, and that's what we need. We needed him to step up and play. Last week, he got the ball out pretty quick. He hit a lot of different receivers. He made some plays with his legs. He got out of the pocket. He threw some receivers open when the plays were dead. He even ran a long run when he got 15, 16 yards on that critical play. I mean, that drive before the halftime. He made one mistake. He made several mistakes, but one critical mistake when he threw that interception in the end zone right before the halftime. That was big, and that will kept the game a little bit closer than what it actually was. So, offense been playing well. The running backs, Robson been more active in the run game. I still don't like how they lining up and he doing those off tackle runs out of the shotgun. And those, to me, those plays doesn't seem to work with Robinson. He doesn't seem like he's that type of back that like that type of scheme to get around the corner, run an all tackle, get around the corner. I prefer him like they play him against the Patriots, going a little bit straight ahead. He need to go straight north and south, not east and west. Gibson, on the other hand, who seemed like he may be a bit quicker, he seemed like he could get around the edges and get up the field. And he was making big plays like that. He was more active in the game plan this week against New England. That's how I think that's how they need to use him in games. They need to use him in games the way they just used him against New England. And by running him, giving him 8 to 9 to 10 carries, plus throwing to him out the backfield. Those were huge plays for him and us because he kept a lot of drives open by getting the ball into Gibson's hands and get a good change of pace back. I still don't like some of the plays that's designed for Robinson. Like I just said, I think they could need to get him going, even if it gets 2 yards here, 3 yards there. They need to keep him going, keep him motivated, keep him loose throughout the game. Howell, on the other hand, I think he's had a lot of courage. He played. He had some. Our offensive line played pretty well. They gave up a couple of sacks. Some missed assignments, some missed assignments on it seemed like Logan Thomas had another missed assignment where Leno just got beat around the edge. But in all, I think Howard got out the pocket when he had to get out the pocket, got rid of the ball when he had to. He extended the plays, and the offense seemed pretty good. Even though we only got 20 points, it seemed like we scored more than 20 points because we didn't. I don't want to say we dominated the game because the score says something else, but sometimes you could dominate and the score says something else. But we played a position to where they were to Sunday. It seemed like they were the better team, even though the score was close, and they played that way. The offense played that way. The defense played that way, and they need to keep that up because going up against Seattle, another team that's fighting, clawing, that's what they need to do. Our defense played well. Our defense played very well against New England. We had some mistakes, mishaps. They scored off a turnover. Then they scored again. They scored a long run where our linebackers got wiped out the play, and he just outran everybody else in the secondary, just point blank. And that was a little upsetting. But besides that, our defense played great. They played well. The defensive end, since we got, we traded the other two guys out of here. These two guys, Smith Williams, Obata, Hill, they came in there and they played their position. They played their lanes. They didn't over pursue to the quarterback. They allowed, Payne and Allen to it seemed like they allowed them to dictate what was going on the field, and that's what we needed. You can't ask for nothing like that, and maybe that's what we needed as a team, is to let those two big guys in the middle dictate. You got Ridgeway coming in. Let them guys up there dictate what's going on. Still try to get pressure on the quarterback, Got the other rookie that came in there, got a sack that was taken away. Let those guys come and play. Let them guys get out to the quarterback, be relentless when they come out there. But overall, they played pretty well. I know it was New England. I know Matt Jones is not somebody that's going to be slinging the ball all around and doing doing a lot of things that somebody else, the other number quarterbacks. But don't forget, we lost to the Giants in Chicago, so that was pretty good that they held Matt Jones down because we struggled against those other quarterbacks. Going against Seattle, like I said, it's going to be rough. It's going to be a tight game. Seattle is fighting for a position. They still fighting. They still in their division. Yeah, they still fighting to get a hold on what's going on in their division. They have to win this game actually to keep up and get a spot in the playoffs. Because and every week I say this all the time. When it gets around this time, later in November, Thanksgiving time, these games, that's when the real season starts because guys, injuries going to take effect. Guys gonna be fatigued. They're gonna have nagging injuries. You're gonna have to have your bench players gonna have to start stepping up. They're gonna have to start filling in. They're gonna have to start playing roles and showing out. And this is where teams end up. We know who's good, who's bad. You generally have your real great teams. They great teams. They good. You already know who they are. You already know what position in the playoffs they're gonna be. But then these games right here, these teams right here are your grunt teams. Your grunt teams to where you back them in the corner, they fighting, they rumbling. The backup dude sneak up on you. He get a strip sack. He get a punt return, or we get an interception taken back. These gonna be the games where you fight it out, you duke it out, and you play good defense. It's cold. Guys don't want to be out there playing hard, and it's cold. And you just got the crowd going crazy. These guys, and these are the games that you like. These are the games where you like, man, fuck, we 4-5. We gotta come out there. We gotta step up. We gotta play. We gotta go out here, grind out. Guys gotta make big catches at big moments. The defense gotta play, and this is right here every year under Ron Rivera. Our defense steps up this part of the year. Somehow, some way, Jack Del Rio come up with some magic sauce or something, and get these boys and they balling. They balling. They hitting motherfuckers. They knocking motherfuckers' heads off, and they just showing out. And that's what we need to get back to. These are the parts of the season where, you gotta play like this. Lights out. They got Seattle got a 6.5 point lead. Not point lead. They got 6 point spread. They got Seattle by 6.5. 7 points. They like, man, these motherfuckers side. These motherfuckers, Vegas, like, man, fuck them motherfuckers. They side. We got Seattle by 7. They got us in a prime 425, prime time matchup. Up there in the 12th man, Seattle, they say, man, these motherfuckers, they're going to beat the brakes off the Skins, off the Commanders. That's how they view us. But the Commander got to come out here, they got to do something. They got to do something. They lost. They lost to who they lost to in the beginning of the year. Fuck them motherfuckers to who they lost to. You got to worry about now. 4-5, you got to grind out. Play good defense, run the ball, protect your quarterback. Let your playmakers make plays when they make plays, when they need to make plays. That's what we got to do. Offensive line got to continue to hold up. They got to ball out, and protect this guy at all costs. That's what we got to do. No matter if we playing at home, playing on the West Coast, North to South. These games right here, these games gonna be crucial. We got Seattle, and then we come out and play the Giants with their third string quarterback. You could go 5-5, 6-5 right here at Thanksgiving. Right here at Thanksgiving, you could go 5-5, 6-5, and be playing the Cowboys Thanksgiving for a big game. But it all starts right here against Seattle. You gotta go on Seattle and you gotta sneak a win in. You gotta sneak a win. You gotta play. I believe it's gonna be a tight game. I believe Seattle is not. To me, I don't think they, and I don't want to say they're not capable. Everybody capable. I think this is the time of the year where Ron puts his team together to say, you know what, this is where we can play good defense, and this is where we can run the ball, and we got a quarterback who can sling it and get the ball out to our playmakers. This is where you got to come to play. I like the Commanders up here to win in Seattle. I like them to go up there week 10. I like them to go up there in that stadium, in that environment, in a primetime game on Fox at 425. I like them to win. I like the Commanders to win. You know, I know it's gonna be rough, it's gonna be tough, but I think they playing for games like this now. I think they playing for games like this. I think their defense is balling out. I think they're, you know, it is what it is, and I like, you know, I like how they're gonna play. I got them winning 23-20. Gonna be rough, gonna be tough. But you know, before I go, I want to say a little thing about, you know, Chase. Chase had a lot to say up there in San Francisco. I just want to touch on that real quick. You know, Chase gonna talk. Chase gonna say what he want to say. That's what every man do. You know, it's a little. I think it's a little. He probably felt a little embarrassed by going up there and getting traded. Talk about it's a better winning organization, but you know, the organization might be winners, but he has to bring a mentality of winning to them. I don't know. I don't know if Chase can do that. Or how you talk about Ohio State, talk about the 49ers and the winning organizations. Those guys was winning before he got there. So he had to adapt to their type of winning. Or the 49ers type of winning. You know, we wish him the best of luck. He from DC, from Maryland actually. And all you could do is wish them good luck, man. Hopefully he go out there and ball out. I don't like the 49ers, honestly. You know, I never liked the 49ers. Even growing up, never liked the Niners. I like them whenever they beat Dallas. That's the only time I end up liking them. Any other time other than that, I don't like the 49ers. And, you know, I hope they lose. I hope they play good enough to get in the playoffs to beat Dallas. If Dallas making it to the playoffs. But other than that, you know, they get one round ahead of the Cowboys and then they get put out. So, you know, I don't have no love with him. And Chase, you know, same thing about with him. Since he on them, on the 49ers, I don't like him either. It is what it is, you know. I hope he do well. Hope he, you know, get his sacks up. But just never been a 49ers guy. Only when they play Dallas. Even all the way back to the 90s, early 90s with the Montana and Young, Rice, and all them guys used to knock heads with the old Cowboys. With Madden and Summerall, big games, you know. Or the Green Bay Packers, Brett Favre and Dorsey Levens, Antonio Freeman, those big games. Leroy Butler. You know, I used to love to watch the Packers whoop their ass every week. So don't like the 49ers. You know, Chase gone. Wish he, you know, don't talk no more shit. Skins don't talk no shit. He don't talk no shit. and everybody just move on and just let it end like that. So no more the reason for us to talk about that until we play the 49ers this year. Then we could look back at people, see how they impacted each other. Did our defense get better, or did the 49ers defense get better because of him? So, but back to us, this is a big game. Play Seattle, up there in Seattle. Probably the weather going to play a little bit factor. It's always playing a factor up there. It's going to be a big game. So I expect for us to play hard, play good defense, Sam, make some big throws, and we need to do our thing, man. We need to win. These games are critical. Gotta get to 500. 5-5. Gotta get to 500. Gotta beat Seattle. Gotta beat New York. And you gotta play Dallas and beat Dallas Thanksgiving. You gotta ball out. This is the right time of the year to ball out. Again, like, subscribe. Man, I try to keep you guys updated on my thoughts on the games, the previews, and the aftermaths. You know, let you know who balled out, who sucked. Keep you updated on some Wizards shit too. You know, Wizards hot into the beginning of their season. The tournament about to start. We're gonna keep you guys up to date on what's going on with them. Check out my YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel, DC Mark 202. That's my little gaming channel, and then my family channel far as, when us taking trips, getting up, getting out, doing everything with my wife. So like, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all next week. I'll try to do something else next week and get y'all update on Seattle game. So holler at y'all. Check y'all out.